All this week, I have been praying about what to talk about today. I knew that today was going to be the day. I'd even written it in my calendar, and I had scheduled for my son to video, and I was just waiting and waiting and waiting. And this morning, I was praying, and I was like, okay, God, I need some help here, and not really getting anything. And then the day so far caught up with me. I just became overcome with mental and physical energy, and I needed to lay down just 10 minutes. I just got to close my eyes for 10 minutes. And that's when I knew what we had to talk about today. We've got to talk about rest today, and that's what God gave me. In fact, rest is demonstrated all throughout the Bible. We barely get into the second chapter of Genesis, the first book in the Bible, when God rests on the seventh day. He took 6 days, created all the heavens and earth, and then he rested. Later on in Exodus 31:15, God commands Moses and the Israelites to work hard for 6 days and then rest. And even further on in the Bible, Jesus modeled this. In Mark 1:35, I gotta read it because I don't have it memorized. Very early in the morning, while it was still dark, Jesus got up, left the house, and went off to a solitary place where he prayed. Now, I'll let you read what happened before that, but he had a really busy day. So even after that busy day, he got up and he rested. And then we even see him demonstrating it later when he falls asleep in a boat in the middle of the storm. Now, I don't know about you, but sleep is the last thing I would be doing in the middle of a storm on a boat. I would probably be hanging off over the side. Anyway, the point is we need rest. Our bodies need it. Our mind needs it. Our spirit needs it. We all know that we need sleep, and Lord knows that I protect mine. My son videoing this, he will confirm that I'm a little bit neurotic about my sleep, about his, about everyone else's. But we also need to give our bodies rest after we're exercising. You know, when we exercise, our muscles tear. They have these little micro tears. And then what they do is they rebuild, and that's what makes them stronger. That's what makes them more effective, and that's how they gain more power. If we are constantly taxing our muscles and never giving them rest, they're never going to have that time to rebuild and to recover. Our mind needs rest. I don't know about you guys, but I am constantly thinking about what I'm doing, what I'm going to do, what I should have done, or what I needed to do differently. And it's just this constant reel of things in my mind that I have to intentionally stop and pause. And our spirit needs rest too. And this is the verse that I really want to focus on today. In Matthew 11, verses 28 and 29, Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls." What I have found to be true for me is this does not mean me going to God with a laundry list of praises and prayers and what about this and can you do and will you do and thank you for and praise you for, but it's more about just going and sitting with God and being in his presence. Nothing makes me happier in this world when I'm in the presence of my favorite people, my family, my friends. I don't even have to be doing anything with them. I just want to be present, and I believe that that's how God feels about us. He wants to be present with us, and those moments are the ones where he talks to us and he reveals his plan for us. Today I have 2 challenges for you. The first one is identify your own definition of rest. Yes, maybe it's going to bed earlier, maybe it's taking a nap if you have a time, or maybe it's just taking a walk completely unplugged and away for social media. Imagine that and how great that is. When you figure it out, put it in your planner. I swear it'll help you keep accountable to what you need to be doing for the day. And then the second one is find your own spiritual rest. Spend time with Jesus, talk to him, pray, and maybe it's just sitting in his presence. Remember, with rest, God modeled it. Then he commanded it, and Jesus offers us that rest. Find your own rest today. That's all for today. Have a grace day. Hey, I'm back. So guess who's taking my advice?